Good afternoon, this is Nicholas from Genderaider Gaming, and I bring you guys a Genderaider deck profile. So I'm super happy to say that Genderaider cards are fantastic. They got two new really amazing cards, and I can't wait to show you all. So let's just go straight into this. I made a video months back going over these cards, but now that they're actually in the deck, I can't wait to show it off. Let's just go straight into this. So first things first, we're playing 3 Vara the Shindia of Genderaider bosses. Now, she is amazing. Basically, if you control their Vasher Genderaider bosses, you can only control one. But that doesn't matter because you're going to use it as XYZ material. So her effect is, because all the generators say you can only control one, by the way. But basically, it has the effect where you discard your hand, you send one other Genderaider card from your hand to the graveyard, special summon this card, banish it when it leaves the field, and special summon one Genderaider monster from your hand or graveyard. So basically it says, hey, special, whatever you discard, special summon that, and then quick XYZ basically, which is fantastic, allowing you to special summon an XYZ straight from the deck, which is deck desperately needed. The biggest issue with Genderaider as a control deck is just for the simple fact that ultimately the generators themselves are kind of bricks in hand. So we just need one to get itself out of the hand. And the fact that this card says, hey, you plus another generator in hand equals a rank 9 is amazing. So this is a must-have 2 of the deck. My bad. 3 of. My apologies. I was thinking about the other generators. And we'll go from there. So next thing we have Hara Generator Storms. This guy's a solid 2 of. You can definitely play 3 of them, but you only really need to see 2. You can only control 1 of them per field. So he's just a really solid card. He's kind of like Invoke Mechaba mixed with Darklaw, because he has a quick effect where he banishes a card in hand, but then he also has an effect where he does negates, which is really good. He does have to either tribute himself or 2 generator tokens. The whole gimmick of generators is that they have a field spell called Boss Stage, especially summons themselves onto the field where your opponent draws for turn, which is insane, allowing you to just get immense pressure on the board. And this guy is just a 3,000 that allows you to help you push for game, and is a solid monster negate. We also played 2 Hela. Hela is amazing. She's just the reborn, basically quick effect speed. You tribute herself or 2 generator tokens, or technically just generator monsters, but usually tributing tokens. To then basically reborn a generator from your graveyard. You go use this effect once per turn. Really solid card, just helps you get your generators from grave, meaning that if you get them locked in the XYZs, you don't have to worry about them, like, being lost forever, because these cards can get them back. We're also playing 2 Nahir, or Nagar. I'm not sure how you want to pronounce this card, but basically, all this deck is based around Ragnarok, or the gods of Norse mythology. So I think this is the wife of Loki. This is, of course, evil Odin. This is, I think, Hela, which in Norse mythology, I'm pretty sure is Loki's daughter. And then we also have this guy who's the serpent that Kratos beheads in God of War Ragnarok. And we also have Utri, which is a castle, which is really cool. It's a one-of. We also play Full Gear, the swords, just because, hey, these are good one-ofs. This is a quick effect banish, by the way. This is another quick effect banish, which is solid. So we have 2 quick effect banishes. And then swords has the effect where basically you contribute any number of generator monsters, and then you just target as many cards on the field, destroy them, and then draw cards equal to the number of cards destroyed. Really solid card in general. And then finally, for our last generator level 9, we are playing the one Mardell, who I'm not sure who Mardell is in Norse mythology lore. I'm pretty sure Mardell is Freya in Norse mythology. Yeah, because she's a plant girl, which is kind of what they were. They're like plant people, or at least they're like with nature. So I'm pretty sure this is Freya. So that is it for these guys. Now let's talk about Loki. Loki, of course, the generator of mischief over here. Shadow, the generator bosses. Basically, he has a quick effect where you can just tribute himself, get yourself a generator card, which is pretty solid, allowing you to special summon out her, who lets you get your field spell, or summon out any of your other monsters, which is really solid. We also play 3-player Pathfinder because we really just need to get to that field spell. This deck is a field spell control deck, so you just need to get it. Honestly, you can probably take this out for Metaverse. I was considering that because Metaverse just went to 3, and this doesn't need your normal summon. The only issue is that you really don't have your normal summon anyway, so it depends on you. If you want to do Metaverse, that's fine. this is the same card basically. It just, you can have multiple metaverses, so this probably should be metaverse, but it's fine. We also play the 3 boss stage because boss stage is amazing. Basically, when your opponent draws a card, special summon tokens onto your field until you have 1 zone remaining. That 1 zone gets special summon a generator from deck, which is pretty solid. Of course, 1 terraforming to get it. We also play 3 boss quests because quests is amazing. Basically, reveal 1 generator monster from your hand, and if you do, add up to 2 generator spells or traps with different names for your deck to hand, and then shuffle that generator you revealed back into the deck. This helps you get your field spell plus your trap card. We also play 3 Kudra Curses. This card's insane. This basically says discard a level 9, draw 2. Really, really solid card. We also play 3 Monstrosity, which card has always been insane in Generator. This is how we turbo out the level 9s in his deck. Besides her, it's before her, we were turboing out of him. But basically, if you control level 9, activate this card, special 2 generators from your deck with different names and different types. Which is insane because they all have different names and different types. Which is really, really insane. So that is it for these spells. Now it's time to talk about the trap cards. We got 3 Generator Boss Fight. Basically it says, hey, your opponent draws 1. And then you basically get your field spell from deck or grave, which is really, really insane. We're also playing 3 Torrential Tribute because, hey, we don't mind losing our monsters in the graveyard because, again, we can bring them back with Hela. So Torrential's fine. And then, of course, 3 Dimensional Barrier because, hey, we want to lock our tier element players from playing fusions, and we want to lock our cash tier players from playing XYZs. So that is it for the main deck. Let's go over the extra deck. Now it's time to go over the extra deck. First things first, we have 2 Generator Levity, the Generator Boss of Shadows. I'm pretty sure this is Loki in his true form. Now, I'm not going to lie, this guy must be a 3 of in this deck. This card's insane for Generator. Basically, what he does is that quick effect speed, he tributes himself, special summon this guy from the extra deck, and then attaches himself as material. But he also, as you know how in XYZs when you rank on top, they usually lose the material underneath? Well, in this scenario, it doesn't work like that. So basically what happens is, when you rank on top, basically whatever material, however much he had underneath him, basically gets attached from either player's graveyard or field, which is insane. So let's say your opponent has monsters on the field or on monsters in the grave. You just go quick effect, tribute itself, special summon this, and then attach cards on their grave or on field up to the number of materials on this guy. So if you can get like a whole bunch of material on Jormungandr or on this guy himself, because he is just 2+ in level 9. So if you can spam level 9s on the field, make this guy, you can literally just Zeus your opponent on your turn 1 and absorb their stuff in grave and on field. And then just go into this guy, which is insane. Really, really great disruption and really good against tier elements. So I think it's a must-have 3 of. I only got 2 for my 1 box, so I highly recommend it. We also played 3 Jormungandr because Jormungandr is amazing. Basically, he has the opposite effect. This guy lowers all opponents' monsters by every material. Instead, he gains attack for every material. And he has a quick effect where you detach a material from this card. Each player draws 1. And then for each card they drew, basically attach a material from this card. So basically whatever he drew, whenever your opponent draws, he steals it, which is fine because the only reason why your opponent draws in the first place is that we're stealing the card in order to trigger boss stage, in order to then spend summon a generator from deck, which is really, really solid. Now we just have a whole bunch of generic rank 9s. We do play Fortress because Fortress is solid. We were kind of playing a extravagance package before this guy came around. I kind of took it out just because I don't want to banish him or him. So I'm kind of testing out without extravagance. You tell me in the comments if it's needed. But I'm also playing 2 Sacred Hyperion because he's in the gate. We got the Earth Slicer to help go for game. This should be Zeus, but I don't have a Zeus in this deck. We have 9 Tails because 9 Tails is cool. And if you really want to play extravagance, there's a 2nd Zeus. And that's really it. I hope you all enjoy. I guess this also could be the 3rd copy of him as well. So whatever you want. Anyway, I hope you all enjoy. See you all in the next one. And don't do anything stupid.